So we're going to get started. This is our second April class. This is Meditate and Breathe. This is a class that we often teach in people's offices. And like we've been doing the past 2 months, we're offering these classes for free online. So you guys can really get a taste for how these practices feel in your body. We think the more you do them, the more the results you'll feel. I feel like this light is a little weird. I'm just going to adjust. Okay, that's a little less harsh. Okay, let's get started. So today's class is Meditate and Breathe for Better Posture. We're going to be working with the curves of the spine today, just like you did last week with Katie. And we're trying to have each month be its own like set of classes all focused on the same thing. If you like it, let us know. We're sending out a survey afterwards like we normally do along with the recordings. Also, let us know if you've been doing these several times with us. Let us know how it's going in your body. Do you feel results? Do you feel better? Do you feel like you're sitting better? And that's our main goal. We do want you to feel good in these 20 minutes while you do the class, but we also want you to have long-term effects. And in order to find those effects, you need to practice. Okay, so we're going to do that today. So we're going to do meditate and breathe today with mindful movement. So we're going to be doing some movements, some that are just kind of small and some that are a little bit bigger. So again, make sure you have at least like an arm's length amount of space around you. And you can always modify if you can't reach that far, you can kind of go a little shorter. So that's fine too. But if you have the ability, just kind of clear your space in front of you. Start by sitting well like we always do, feet flat on the floor. If you can adjust your chair, please do that. Hands can rest on your lap and you can have palms face down or palms face up. It doesn't matter to me. I just want your elbows to be relaxed. To start class, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Give yourself a little squeeze. If you want to move your neck, you can. I feel like this is a little self-massage for the neck and the upper back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Release. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze up, and exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as tight as you can, and release. Okay, close your eyes when you're ready. Closing your eyes is not a requirement for meditation, but I think it's nice to decrease the distractions around you. If you'd rather just gaze down towards the floor or towards your desk, that's fine too. Just make sure your eyes aren't darting around. That goes for this class and for any other meditations that you do. Start to notice your breath without altering anything. Just observe how you feel. I like to start each meditation just checking in. How do I feel today? What's going on in my body today? What's going on in my mind? You can start to deepen your breath a little bit, breathing a little more fully. And because we're working on posture this month, start to really observe how your spine feels. Can you dig deep and notice which part of your spine feels good today? What part might feel a little achy? What might feel a little uneven? And over these next few breaths, see if you can just start to elongate and feel really tall and open. So every inhale you take, feel your head lifting up. Every exhale you take, feel the spine settling. Feel the hips settling into the chair. Just do a couple more breaths like that. The chest feels open, the belly feels open as you breathe in. Shoulders and the hips relax down as you breathe out, but you maintain that height and length through the spine. We're going to do 2 breaths together. Keep these principles going, this length, this height, this openness, and also that sense of relaxation. Start with a little exhale through your mouth. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open wide. You're just sighing everything out. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Close your lips. And continue to breathe in and out through your nose. You can slowly blink your eyes open. So I'll suggest breathing in and out through the nose through most of my meditations, But if it's better for you to breathe through the mouth, that's fine too. I don't want any restraints on your ability to meditate. Just remove any of the obstacles that you can. Okay, so we're going to be talking about posture, the spine today, and doing a little bit of movement with our meditation. And our first movement is just going to be with the head and the neck. So we're going to keep all of the postural elements that we started with, shoulders over hips, belly and chest nice and open. Hopefully you're sitting a little bit away from the back of the chair so you're not leaning back. I know I always revert to poor posture as I'm working at my desk, so I really have to be mindful and just remind myself to practice what I preach. So for now, let's practice sitting upright away from the back of the chair, feet flat on the floor. Okay. You're going to drop your head forward and we're just going to move side to side. So we're stretching the back of the neck. While you meditate, eyes can be closed, but if you ever have to peek up at me, I'm going to be doing the practice with you, so you can always look to see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to start by dropping the chin to the chest, but resist the urge to hunch all the way forward. The shoulders stay put, core stays engaged, just the head falls forward. And just pause there. You can close your eyes or keep them open and take a couple breaths here. Just the weight of the head is pulling down. Gravity's helping out. And notice how the back of your neck feels, moving into the upper back and the shoulders. Start to slow down your breath. As you breathe in, the chest expands. You still sit tall. As you breathe out, can you let your head get a little heavier? Just do 1 or 2 more breaths like that. We're going to keep the breath slow and steady, and we're going to move the head. As you inhale, move the head to the right. And as you exhale, move the chin to center. As you inhale, move the head to the left. As you exhale, move the head to center. That's all we're going to do for a few more rounds. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale left. Exhale center. Keep going and go at your own pace. If you're slower or faster than me, that's perfectly fine. We're slowly opening up the back of the neck and also the sides. It's as if your ear is getting pulled towards your shoulder to stretch the opposite side of the neck. And then you release slowly to come down. Keep going a few more times. And maybe you find yourself getting a little bit deeper each time you come to the side. Notice if you're starting to hunch forward and remind yourself to sit upright even as the head is moving. Just do a few more each side. Keep the breath slow and steady. And if you ever feel any strain, just back off. You don't have to move that much. Finish up this round. Once your head is back to center, hold there. Make sure your spine is long. And slowly lift your head. Pause and just breathe. Notice how you feel. Every inhale, sit up a little taller. Feel the cervical spine lifting, stretching. Every exhale, relax your shoulders. Bring your hands behind your head and arch your back. So we're just combating that flexion that we were just doing with some extension. So you're cradling your head in your hands. You're letting the head fall back. Feel your throat open, feel your chest open, and take a couple big breaths here. Try to pull the elbows wide. You want to be very gentle with any neck movements, even if they're small. There's just a lot of delicate things in the neck. So we're going to ease out by doing a couple cat-cows. Start with a big inhale here with the elbows wide. As exhale, round the back and tuck your chin. So you inhale, arch your back and look up, lift your chin. And exhale, round. Let's do 4 or 5 more. So just keep going. And we want to make this more of a moving meditation. So really link your breath to your movement. Let go of your thoughts. Just focus how this movement makes you feel. Every time you inhale, arch your back. Every time you exhale, round your back. Do one more round. When you're done, lift your head and release your hands down. Close your eyes and just come back to noticing how you feel. So after a movement, after moving with your meditation, it's nice to pause and observe. Where do you feel blood flow? Where do you feel energy? Where do you feel good? Where do you feel not so good? Keep the breath slow and steady. Every inhale, feel a little taller, a little more open. Every exhale, relax a little bit more. Let's take a breath together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And slowly open your eyes. Good. So we want to be able to move the neck slowly. And hopefully you're finding that these moving meditations, it's not about going to the deepest extent. It's not about how far you can go. It's about kind of moving slowly and rhythmically. So we can do a cat-cow more in the yoga mindset or even a physical therapy mindset to really work the muscles. Or we can do a cat-cow kind of just a little more gently and make it more about the connection, about the linking the breath to the movement, going just a little slower, a little smaller. So feel free to use that tip on any of the yoga poses you do, in yoga class or in these series. You can always make something a moving meditation. You can hold a warrior two and just slowly move an arm. That could be a nice moving meditation. You can just stand and raise and lower the arms, which is what we're going to do next. So also for you to know, these can be done standing or seated. I'm going to stay seated because the camera angle, but feel free to stand up if you want to, if you're kind of sick of sitting all day. So either sit or stand comfortably, and just, again, make sure you have enough room to move your arms. The pattern is we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, feel the spine lengthen. Exhale, keep the spine long, and just lower the arms. And I want you to pay attention to everything that's happening. There's a lot going on behind the shoulder blades. There's a lot going on even in the head, the neck, the thoracic spine. And there's a lot going on in the core, both in your belly and your low back, to keep you stable. So not a lot is moving in the low back, but we're going to just focus on making these movements as slow and steady as we can. Okay, so that's the pattern. Eyes can be opened or closed. I'm going to close my eyes because I like it, but you can choose. And again, all we're doing is inhaling to raise the arms and exhaling to lower the arms. Don't be so stiff. I want you to be kind of relaxed and start to pay attention to all that's going on with the movement. Okay, just relax your arms by your sides to start. Relax your shoulders. Make sure the head is lifted, the neck is long. Feel free to close your eyes if you want to. Start to slow down the breath because we're going to use a really slow breath to move the arms. You want to keep the breath at a nice pace throughout this meditation. Every time you inhale, sit a little taller, like the spine is lifted. Every time you exhale, feel grounded through your hips and your feet. I'll talk you through the first couple rounds, and then I want you to just go at your own pace. As you inhale, start to raise your arms over your head. And as you exhale, slowly lower the arms. There's no rush to get them all the way down. As you inhale, slowly raise the arms. Feel the chest, the ribs lifting, the head lifting. And as you exhale, slowly lower your arms. Every inhale you take, slowly raise the arms, kind of resisting gravity to lift them up. As you exhale, you're going as slow as you can, resisting the urge not to just flop the arms down. So keep going at your own pace. Notice what you're feeling at each point along this path. What muscles do you have to use? What's really stabilizing you? What doesn't feel good? And see if you can work around those areas to maybe pull in the core a little more so you have a little more ease. Or relax your face. Don't work up muscles that don't need to be working right now so that the ones that do need to be working can get your full attention. So you relax your eyes, your face, your jaw. And just work with the breath here. Every inhale, you raise your arms. Every exhale, you lower your arms. And again, not so stiff, not so much effort. We want to be able to sustain this movement for another 30 seconds to another minute. It's not easy. It looks really simple, but it's not always easy. Just allow your mind to work around those areas that might feel difficult. Do another round. And once your arms are lowered again, bring your hands back onto your lap and just pause. There's no rush. Notice how your arms feel. Mine feel a little heavy. Notice how your spine feels, your chest, your belly, your neck, your shoulders. Keep breathing slowly, sitting up a little taller as you breathe in, relaxing into it a little more as you breathe out. We don't want to think of posture as something that's so rigid, so precise. Your spine has curves and it's supposed to move with you. Not supposed to feel like we have a broomstick for a spine. Kind of feel that now even as you breathe. You kind of feel this undulating motion. The ribs expand, the belly's working, you even sit taller. So as you breathe, notice all those little things. What changes about your posture as you just sit still and breathe? Can you keep the muscles of your face relaxed? Unclench your jaw, unsquint your eyes. Relax your toes and your fingers. But understand that your core is working to help you sit upright. It's not always easy to sit upright. It gets easier as we do it. You have to really train your body, though, to enjoy this posture. Keep the breath slow and steady. And we're going to end with 2 more big sighs. I want you to just let go of any tension that was built up, any stress you have today with those sighs of relief. So start with a little exhale. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open wide. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Close your lips and continue to breathe in and out through your nose. If you'd like to move your head around, you can do what we did at the beginning, going side to side, or you can make little circles with your head, stretching all the way around front, sides, and back of the neck. If you circle one direction, be sure to go to the opposite direction as well. And eventually bring your head to center and slowly lift your gaze. Good. So for me, posture is something that's really habitual. Even now, I practice this a lot, I teach this a lot, but I still find myself sitting at my computer, like crossing the leg or just doing funny things in my chair. So I really have to be mindful to sit upright. So just know that I'm practicing this along with you and trying to get better. It's not always easy. The goal through mindfulness, through meditation, is to just, whenever you notice yourself doing that, hear my voice and just kind of lift up a little bit. And every time you do that, it gets easier. So that's why we want you to do the full series with us, use the recordings, practice, not just once a week. If you can just do it once a week, that's great. But